Hello guys, this is Altcoin Apex with another video. Today we'll be talking about altcoins, what happened yesterday and in this couple of days on a broader market. At the same time, we will be looking at Bitcoin dominance. However, don't worry, I will be putting timestamps below. So in case anybody wants to watch specific altcoins which is relevant to their holdings, that would be easier. Just press the timestamps below. And another recommendation, make sure you watch this video with a speed 1.25 or 1.5 so you don't feel like you're wasting time while getting all the information that's given. So we lost 100 billion from yesterday in total market cap. Yesterday it was 2.8 trillion. Right now we are at 2.71 trillion. So it's about 100 billion ish loss. Fear and greed, it almost at extreme fear now. It's 27. And you can see here, we are not at altcoin season yet. It's just Bitcoin season. I think it's very clear. When Bitcoin dominance is high, Bitcoin usually drops 1.5%, and all the major altcoins, even the ones that are holding good support, they'll drop 3, 4, 5%, which happened yesterday on Ethereum's chart. Speaking of Ethereum, let's start our journey with Ethereum's chart. Don't worry, we'll come back to Kaspa. We'll be back to ICP. We will be taking a look at Aave and the Bitcoin dominance chart as well. So let's start with Ethereum. And I think Ethereum is gonna have a comeback in this year. By the end of the year, mark my words, Ethereum will be much higher than today. And in my opinion, we will easily be more than $3,000. That is pretty much guaranteed if these Fidelity and BlackRock stablecoins, real world assets, will be tokenized on Ethereum blockchain, which they already announced it will. It's kind of confirmed. That's why I'm pretty confident with Ethereum's chart. In any case, let's take a look what happened yesterday. So we anticipated this drop to happen because this previous drop, like a week ago, if you guys remember, Ethereum went below $1,800. After a drop like this, slow recovery. If it's corrective recovery like that, if it's not impulsive recovery, after a corrective recovery, there will be one more drop, most likely to the same area or a little more than that, with a little bit of buying pressure, a wick per se. So right now we haven't seen that wick, but it seems like this area is holding support, which is anticipated area to revisit after a huge drop. Even it happened here. You guys remember there was a huge drop. Immediately it was bought up, but the pullback to the upside was corrective. It wasn't impulsive. You can see this corrective move. After that, we're gonna drop again, and then this fake out impulsive candle didn't hold off. So we went another lower low. Right now it looks like a longer consolidation, something like this, but the until we break this support zone, the drop is not valid. Once we break this support zone on a daily candle, just like here, we are kind of safe, I think, to assume it will hold until it doesn't. So what I'm expecting on a higher time frame is eventually to consolidate here longer and then break this trend line, which we have previously drawn right here, above $2,050, preferably earlier than that, because if it happens fast, we can easily go break it with impulse, and then we're secure to revisit this fair value gap at 2300, 2400 zone. Until then, we'll be just consolidating here and hopefully not break down. That's why it's very important for all of us to use stop loss, even if it's just a mental stop loss. Make sure when you wake up, you're not in a huge losses, and then you don't know what to do with the rest of your money or rest of your position, whether to keep it open or closed. But to me, so far, charts are screaming that we are heavily oversold. We have a bullish divergence on the RSI of on the daily RSI of Ethereum right here. Price RSI is making higher lows, and price is making pretty much same area if you take it from the close of the candle. And the momentum could be shifting to the upside. It might take a little time, but from what I see, it looks safer to enter long once the consolidation is over, followed by a bullish engulfing candle or something like a doji. Let's take a look if we can find anything like that as an example. After a huge downturn, we need a bullish engulfing candle, something like this. For example, this one is a bullish engulfing candle, and this is a signal of a huge demand and a reversal. As soon as you're above this 21 SMA, that's your signal to enter. Let's see if another one here. For example, in this zone, you see after a huge flash crash, we had this bullish engulfing candle, upside, consolidation, which was basically signaling that the downturn might be over because consolidation is longer than the previous corrective moves and then crash. So consolidation should be a longer time in order for people, the big players, to build their positions and then drive the price higher, way higher than you can anticipate. So that's what I'm looking at. Hopefully, we'll get that reversal candle, whether it's engulfing, whether it's a doji, or something like a couple of green candles persisting and breaking this previous structure right here at 2100 zone. If we can break that, we're off to races. Now let's take a look at Kaspa's chart. Kaspa kicked me out of my position yesterday at 0.072, and luckily I had a good stop loss. I was risking around $55 to make $170 ish, but I was stopped out with that 50 plus loss. What I am looking at right now is on the 4 hourly chart, we are heavily oversold. You can see on the RSI, we are very oversold. And in this kind of cases, when 4 hourly is oversold, usually, I will show you now, it followed with an upside. Here, for example, let's take a look. 4 hourly was very oversold, below 30. What happened after that? We went up and then consolidated and went up again until RSI went overbought. So 4 hourly chart is no joke. It tells us a lot of stories. So I want you guys to make sure that you watch this kind of confluence between 21 SMA and RSI. Whenever we are oversold and overbought, it tells you something, and especially if it follows up with a bullish or bearish divergence. In any case, what I'm expecting, the liquidity hunt has been happening. We didn't quite reach it just like Ethereum did, because previous time, like a week and a half ago, Kaspa reached 5.5 cents. I don't know if we will get there, but from the looks of it, we might even consolidate right here between 6.5 to 7 cents and then break out this trend line that I drew a few days ago. This trend line has been holding us under it as a resistance for a very long time already. And eventually, this downturn, when it's over, we're getting very close to breaking it. And as low as 7.2, 7.4 cents can already let us break the trend line. It's a good news. Let's take a look at another example where we were oversold previously on the 4 hourly chart and then we went up. It happened here. You guys can see the huge flash crash. It happened right here as well. This area. Okay. And RSI was equally oversold just like today. Each time we put on, let me show you how many percent from here we put on. That was 23%. Same with Ethereum. Yesterday I was checking 16 to 20% on average every time when 4 hourly oversold is occurring. We are putting 16 to 20% on altcoins to the upside. Same thing is happening when we are overbought. So that should tell you what you want to do in the market. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is not slowing down, sorry to say, but what can you do? When Bitcoin dominance tops out, that's the time altcoins will experience alt season. Until then, it's just going to be some move to the upside. As soon as you spot an overbought or oversold levels, you know what to do. Exit your position, stay clear until proper alt season returns. Um, let's take a look at ICP as promised. ICP had the same experience. However, we didn't reach the previous low quite yet. That was a $4.8, and here $5 at least. I'm not sure if we're gonna visit just yet because RSI, well, on the 4 hourly it is oversold. We might easily retest this 21 SMA with the price in the coming days or weeks. That should give you a little bit of hopium because this kind of huge crash, so to speak, it, I don't know, 6% easily. Let's take a look. It doesn't just happen by accident. This can be manipulated move. So almost 9% move. And from here onwards, once the liquidity is hunted, you can see the support. We'll take a look on where the possible support zones are. It was here previously and lower. So right now we're just sitting above it. I am hoping we will hold it as support, consolidate. Same story like Ethereum. Let's go to hourly chart on ICP if there is any bullish uh, divergence on RSI. Yes, we do have bullish divergence on RSI, but on a lower time frame, which is 1 hourly. Here, price is making lower lows, and RSI is making higher lows. I hope you saw that and spot it. Here, price and RSI, they are showing bullish divergence. In my opinion, in a very short term, we will have at least a retest to this 21 SMA on the hourly chart, which is sitting right now at 5.57 to 5.6. If we can cross above it, stay as a to hold it as support, then we will have more upside to come. But until then, everything is corrective, guys. Don't be fooled. Let's take a look at Aave, and this is the last one I promise. Whoever is looking for a chart that's a good chart is Aave. Aave is holding stronger than most coins, and there is a very good shot that we will be breaking this megaphone pattern, and it is a bullish pattern. As you can see, it wasn't something after a bear flag. So this one is looking bullish. We might close above this area soon. If you have any dry powder left, once we close this above $185 area, you can open a long with the stop loss below here, $170. That is a good risk to reward, considering once the Bitcoin recovers, Aave goes usually higher and faster than the rest of the altcoins. So yes, today's video, guys, it's a little bit long, but conclusion is we might have short-term recovery. Long-term, we need to flip bullish above major SMAs. On long-term, everything looks a little bit bad, and we need to recover above major SMAs in order to continue the bullish trend. Right now, it doesn't look like so. So, in any ways, stay safe out in the market. I see you on the next one.